Yeah, I think we usually go for about the first half of practice, still doing everything, indie. Sometimes we'll get some live reps, a lot of one-on-one pass rush stuff, one-on-one run block stuff. I think what's been kind of helpful with the older guys is that coach has kind of held us back on some of the team stuff, just allowing those younger guys to get more reps so we can have them ready for the season.
What have you seen from them as they're getting more reps?
I mean, I've seen huge jumps, especially from Sua. Like Sua, he's had a tremendous spring from the beginning to now. I think, you only saw him get better. Same with Van Pop and Vince and all those guys. Judy as well. I mean, it's only in Cam. I mean, it's only helping them get better and prepare for as we go into the summer and then go to into fall and then into the season.
With Sewell, what specifically has kind of stood out to you?
He's finally got an edge to him. It's been awesome to see him kind of become the player he is. I mean, he's a big kid who's able to hold his own, but sometimes, when you're young, it's kind of not scary, but you kind of get nervous and anxious going in there against, some older guys or some bigger old linemen. But I mean, it's just, I mean, he'll keep himself out of like the pass rush one-on-ones to go work on run block and, be nitty gritty and get that down where he's comfortable enough to go out there and play.
I heard that last Saturday was a pretty good day for the offense in the scrimmage. So, in the defensive meetings and at practice, what's been the mood and the tone from Coach White and everybody else on down around the defense after that?
Yeah, so last Saturday, I mean, it was not to our standard, especially as Coach Rule kept the older guys out. We were able to actually watch from a coach's perspective, and we were out there helping coach the young guys and be more of listeners and watchers and able to help coach them up. So, I mean, just knowing with what we had, and going forward in this week, I mean, we were going to make sure that doesn't happen again and get our message clear as the older guys in the rooms that that's not the way this defense is. That's not our standard. So Tuesday and Thursday and today were pretty good from that standpoint. I mean, I think we did a 180. I think we finally got our message across.
How has being a player coach this spring helped you as a player, as a teacher?
Yeah, it's definitely helped me more as a teacher because being the player, you're only really focused on you and how you're doing and what you could do better to help and you're only getting that feedback from your coach. But as you watch it and you're able to watch all the positions that you're able to play, you're able to go, oh, okay, this guy does this guy does this, and if this guy doesn't do this, then it doesn't work with this guy. So I think it's just kind of broadened and really heightened, the football IQ aspect and really understanding the flow of everything on defense. Because I mean, when you're out there, you're really just you're worried about doing your job as part of the defense. As to when you're watching the whole movement and the whole puzzle come together.
Coach made it pretty clear that he doesn't want Saturday to be a glorified practice. He's treating it like a real game, and he wants to see how guys respond. What do you think is the value of that, and perhaps the limited role you'll play? What are your expectations for yourself?
Yeah, so I mean, to approach it like a game is to approach it like how we would in the season. I mean, that's how it's going to be in the season. You get all these practices with fall camp, and then you lead into the week, into the first game week, and then I think he's kind of trying to portray that and trying to help the younger guys who might have not playing as much or didn't really have a role last year to like, this is your time to find your routine. This is your time to find what helps you get ready for a game day. Because I mean, if you don't take it seriously like a game day, I don't think you're going to perform like it is a game day. So I think that's kind of the way he's trying to go about it.
What's that adjustment been like for you this spring as a veteran who's maybe not in all the scrimmages? Coach Rule's kind of made mention.
I mean, my body feels great. I'm ready to be there on Saturday and then get into summer and get going. These 5 weeks have flown by, but I think us older guys have really taken advantage. It shows that with now we have limited reps and limited opportunities to go out there and be able to fix the things we might have been able to fix, in a practice with getting more reps and team and trying to figure things out. So I think it's just really kind of gotten us to be like, all right, we have to take this time serious, and there's no playing around, there's no nothing. Like you gotta do it now.
Did you guys appreciate that, or did that take some convincing?
I mean, at first it took some convincing because we love to play football, but they know what's best for us, and so I trust them, and so far I think it's been pretty well for us.
Kind of a player. Go ahead.
you've been around a while and you've seen the spring game have different formats, different scoring systems. It sounds like Saturday is going to be as close to an actual scrimmage that fans have seen in a while. What are your thoughts on you guys going ones versus ones and making it try to look as much like a game as possible?
I mean, that's the whole premise of it, I guess. You know, you get all these fans that come out. We want to simulate it to be like a real game-like atmosphere because, I mean, to play in front of 90,000 fans is I mean, it's fun. As fun as it is, it can be challenging because you can get lost in just, you know, the amazement and the awe, and, you know, it helps those younger guys be able to learn how to be in the moment rather than, you know, it's cool to soak it in at the beginning and then it's time to lock in. We got a game to play, you know, they're here to watch us type deal.
Kind of a player coach view, how have you seen those quarterbacks process all the tricks that your defense can throw at?
Yeah, it's been awesome to watch our quarterback room go. I mean, every one of them has done a great job this spring. So, from my understanding, you know, our defense can be a little tricky to kind of understand from an offense perspective. But I mean, they've done a great job, you know, identifying our defense. So I'm really proud of them.
You had Henry up here too. Could you speak on how that offensive line has grown and tested you guys?
Yeah, I mean, the offense line's only bigger, stronger, and faster than they were last year. I mean, they've just improved and gotten to be better, and I think playing together better as a unit too. Because I mean, as an O-line, you have to play as one, and I think they've done a really great job of that this spring.
I know it probably just depends on the year and the format, but on spring game day, have you ever seen much smack talk between the defense and the offense? Have you ever seen any friendly wagers between the two, or is it just all?
I mean, there's smack talk every day that we're in practice. I mean, even days we don't practice, we'll be in the locker room smack talking each other. I mean, it's just all good fun, and I expect that to happen on Saturday too.
It's either